Who said bowler?
Run. Run.
So see, this one, it's obviously been sitting down like that, hasn't it? Been sitting in the blood, in the juice, so the meat is very, very red, the fat is quite red. So we need to get rid of that, we need to dry it off a bit. This makes it easier if your board's nice and clean, dry, and you pat the meat off. Who said bowler? One of the girls over here. The lady in the back. At least she had inside information. Alright, here's another question. Is the strip line a secondary or non-secondary? Put your hand up. Is strip line secondary or is strip line a secondary cut? No. You got it? Something for your beer.
Don't drink beer.
It's a good time to start to learn.
Okay.
Alright, so there's our blade, there's our bowler blade. It's got a lot of different muscles in there. We use this for roasting in Australia, we roast this up a lot. We can also use it for a braise or a stir fry. You can actually slow cook it and pull it all apart like pulled beef, like pulled brisket. You pull it like that. I've seen it used in lots of different dishes in Malaysia. The other month we saw the chefs put them into spring rolls. He pulled out and put it in a spring roll. He did little dumplings with the trimming off the sides. He mixed up the meat, mixed it with some ginger and garlic, put it into dumplings and steamed them. They were absolutely sensational. Thin slice for a Japanese dish as well. So there's so much we can do with that. Even when you mix up, when you pull the beef and you pull it into shreds, mix it with a bit of potato starch, they made a great little slider or a burger. So all of that out of one piece of meat, we can do that with all those different dishes out of that one cut, which makes it a very versatile and valuable piece of meat to use in the kitchen. So if you're thinking of like a bistro, like a cafe for a roast, for sliced beef, for sandwiches, it'll sit there in the bain-marie for quite a while without losing too much moisture. Still an economical piece of meat, and it eats very well. But we've got to cut it right too. You just can't sort of cut it any old way, so we've got to cut it across the grain.
How many muscles there?
This one,
Yep.
you've got your undercut there, you've got a bit of your brachial system there, which is part of your shin beef. You've got down the front there, probably 3 or 4, yeah, probably 3 actually. By the time we take that undercut off and we take that brachial system off, they're part of that shin beef there. Sorry?
This looks like the rump.
Yeah. It looks like what?
The rump.
The rump? Not really, not when you slice it. There's a lot of different muscles in the rump too. You've got 4 in the rump. So we need to take that bit of silver skin off, like that bit of gristle like we did on the striploin. Just take that off the corner. Got a little bit of fat on the top. So we're not taking a great deal off it. Now I know what I'm going to do with this piece of meat. So I need a little bit of mince for my dumplings. I need some thin slice for my shabu shabu, or not shabu shabu, thin slice for stir fry. I want some casserole meat. Okay, so I'm going to trim off what I don't need. So there's a little bit on the side, a little bit of chain on the side, that I can use that for my mince. I can trim that up, I can grind that for my mince. This part under here, I'll take that off and use that for my wet dish, for my casserole. This is quite a nice little piece of meat, just a bit of undercut. Okay, so there's not a lot of trim we can use, so we can use that part for that. It'll also dice as well. You can use all of these for these different cuts, but this is just what I'm sort of trying to put together for you. This part here, I take that off along the seam. Another good part for the mince. Alright? So that leaves you with one big muscle there. Take that little bit there. So we haven't got a great deal of meat that we can't use yet, have we? There's only a little bit there. Now I want to take all that silver skin off. We follow along under the silver skin. Get rid of it all. So it's all nice and lean now on that side, and you've got that fat there. Now we can take all that off as well if you want. If you're going to roast that, I just roast that like that. I would leave that on for roasting, but as we are like that, we want that nice big one piece of meat, that big single muscle. So I might take all this off. I'm going to roll some up in some cling film so we can show you how you can actually do some really neat thin slice. So the grain's running that way down the meat. Okay? So we mean we've got to cut across the grain when we slice the pin. So if we're going to slice that, we need to slice it this way. A lot of people slice it that way when it's all in one piece. That's the wrong way. So if we cut that like so, you can see all the marbling through the grain. You can see that we're actually looking into the meat. Quite nice. You could probably actually grill that. You might eat okay with your pan like that. Now, I want to wrap some up with foil. So if I was going to slice that right up, I'd slice it like that and use that for a dice. Or we can thin slice it for like a steak sandwich. But I want to do a nice little round flat wrap piece of meat. So we cut a piece off like that. So we cut with the grain. Alright? So we cut with the grain there. Now we get the flat wrap. And we roll that. Okay? We make it nice and round. Now you can put that in the fridge and temper it in the freezer. Only for a little while, just temper it so it gets nice and hard. Makes it a lot easier to cut if we want to do nice and thin. So the grain's all running that way. So when I cut, we cut across the grain, don't we? So if we imagine that's been in the freezer for a little while. Cut that. In. So there's our thin steak. Yeah. So if we put it in the freezer and it tempers and it gets solid, it'll stay round. So it looks a little bit better. But like this one, because it's not round, it's not set yet, it just makes it a little bit easier to cut.